Europe's Ariane 6 rocket made history by launching 4 powerful new boosters all at once. On June 17, 2026, at 09:21 local time, the rocket VA-269 took off from French Guiana with these upgraded engines. It was the strongest liftoff yet, carrying 36 satellites for Amazon's low Earth orbit constellation into space. The new boosters allowed them to launch 4 more satellites than before. Each booster had an incredible 156 tons of fuel. That's 14 tons more than its old version. This rocket is crucial for Europe's space program because it can reach orbit on its own without needing help from other countries. With these new boosters, the Ariane 6 has become even better at carrying heavy loads into space, making Europe a bigger player in space exploration. Imagine a future where Europe's critical services are completely independent from foreign providers. That's what IRIS is all about, change the way we use satellites in Europe. 2 big players, SES and Eutelsat, have been working together for years on this project. They've launched over 200 satellites between them. With their combined experience of more than 50 years, they're bringing a lot to the table. IRIS is designed to be secure and reliable, which is important for European governments who want to reduce their dependence on foreign providers. The goal is to provide essential services like navigation, communication, and Earth observation without relying on others. This milestone marks a new era in European space policy, one that prioritizes independence and self-sufficiency by using domestic capabilities. With IRIS leading the way, Europe is finally taking control of its own space future. Imagine soaring through space on a thrilling adventure. Space tourism has been around since the 1960s, but people couldn't actually go up into space until NASA's Space Shuttle program in the 1980s. Now, private companies like Virgin Galactic offer suborbital flights for $200,000 to over $1 million per person. These flights help scientists conduct important experiments in microgravity. The technology used by Virgin Galactic is based on the reusable solid rocket boosters from the 1972 Space Shuttle. With each successful flight, the company gets better and safer, making space tourism a luxury item that's becoming more accessible to those who can afford it. Imagine being stuck in a hurricane with no way to know if you're safe or where to go next. This happened during Hurricane Katrina when millions lost access to vital information like weather updates and evacuation routes. The U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, tracks storms using satellite data, but without it, they use ground-based radar systems that are often less accurate. This can cause a big delay in sending out warnings and alerts. In 2018, communication blackouts during the hurricane season made rescue efforts even harder. Researchers found that for every day disaster response is delayed, the economic damage increases by $1 billion. Imagine being one of the first humans to venture into space, surrounded by stars and planets. Valery Polyakov became a Soviet cosmonaut in 1987 and blasted off into space for his first mission. He spent 211 days on the Mir space station, doing experiments and collecting data. But it wasn't until 1994 that he set a record for the longest single spaceflight. On January 8, 1994, Polyakov started his historic journey on the Mir space station. He was in orbit around Earth for an incredible 438 days. During this time, he did over 2,000 hours of experiments and observations. His work helped us understand what happens to the human body and mind on long trips through space. And that's why Polyakov's record-breaking mission paved the way for future explorers to travel through our solar system. A total solar eclipse is a rare and cool sight when the moon gets right between Earth and the sun, blocking the sun's face. This has been happening for thousands of years. Some people thought it was a sign from gods or an omen back then. The Greeks thought the goddess Selene's chariot caused eclipses. Today, some parts of Europe will see a total solar eclipse. In those areas, the moon's shadow will cover the sun completely. This is called totality. On this day, people in Spain can watch it on TV at 20:31 CEST. They'll show experts talking about it and pictures that let you see 1 minute and 21 seconds of totality. Imagine being at a hub for space technology innovation in the Netherlands, where 32 startups are about to show off their amazing ideas. Alloy Additive has created a way to make metal parts super fast, just days, instead of months. This could change industries like aerospace and cars forever. Nautilus is also making waves with its tech that helps satellites navigate better and use less fuel. Big companies are taking notice. As the European Space Agency's Industry Space Days event starts, these startups will share their ideas and work together with experts on new uses for space technology. The room is buzzing with excitement as people from all over the world come to see new partnerships and innovations that will shape the future of space exploration. Libya's struggle with limited internet access started over 20 years ago when its population grew really fast and moved to cities. People needed the internet more than ever, but the country's old systems couldn't keep up. After Muammar Gaddafi was overthrown in a civil war in 2011, things got even worse. Decades of fighting left Libya's communication networks broken and outdated. The UN tried to help, but progress is slow due to ongoing security problems and lack of investment. A new partnership between Arabsat and Libya Telecom might finally bring reliable internet to Libyans, ending their long wait for fast connections. This could be a big deal for the country, bringing people closer together with better communication. Imagine being able to send messages from space in a fraction of the time it takes now. The Hydra Max terminals are making this possible. These advanced satellites are made by companies like ALL.SPACE and Valery that are always trying new things. When they work together, amazing technology is created. The new terminals can send data much faster than before, which means less delay and more efficient systems. This helps space tech companies work better together. For example, Valery's network will be even stronger, ready to handle the growing demand for satellite communication services. Many areas that rely on precise and reliable communication will benefit from this upgrade, like remote sensing, navigation, and disaster response. With Hydra Max terminals, sending messages from space just got a lot faster. Imagine soaring through space like you're on a plane ride. That's what BlackStar Orbital Technologies is working towards with their reusable spacecraft platform. They've already caught the attention of big names like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. To speed up development, they're teaming up with Pono Capital to get more funding and expertise. This merger will help them grow even faster. In fact, they could become as big as SpaceX and Blue Origin. The partnership is also expected to create over 500 new jobs in the space industry, making it a huge deal for the community. Imagine a future where satellites can process information faster than ever before. Nvidia and SpaceX are working together to make that happen. They're creating special computers for satellites called StarMind AI-1. These computers use superfast chips to do huge calculations in seconds. The goal is to let satellites analyze space data without sending it back to Earth first, which takes a long time. Elon Musk wants an incredibly powerful AI system using Nvidia hardware 2 gigawatts this year and 10 gigawatts by 2027. This will change how we live and work with satellite internet becoming more common in transportation, healthcare, and finance. Imagine being stuck on a deserted island with no way to call for help. That's what happens when satellite signals get mixed up with other messages. In areas where regular phones don't work, satellites are like a lifeline for emergency calls and important messages. But as more people use satellites, the airwaves get crowded, and it gets harder for signals to reach their destination. This causes problems like rescue teams being delayed and soldiers in the field losing contact with headquarters. Gillette's technology helps fix this problem by using special computers that find and remove unwanted signals, keeping our communications clear even in tough places. Imagine being able to control your phone or computer from space, but what if someone hacked into those satellites? In the past decade, the space industry has grown rapidly with companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin launching many new satellites. More satellite launches mean more targets for hackers. A single cyber attack on these satellites could be very bad, disrupting global communication networks and putting sensitive information at risk. Space ISAC was formed to help protect against this threat by sharing and receiving threat intelligence with its members. With Damotech joining their team, they now have even more expertise in keeping high-stakes systems safe from advanced threats. Thanks to this partnership, space companies can feel safer knowing their operations and data are better protected than ever before. Imagine a future where electric cars can drive themselves using satellite internet signals. Elon Musk's team at SpaceX is working on making this a reality. They're advancing space technology, but what does this mean for electric vehicles? a possible merger between Tesla and SpaceX could change everything. The investment firm ARK Invest thinks it might happen before the end of the year. SpaceX's work with the US government is a bigger concern than Tesla's China operations. Elon Musk says he won't separate Tesla's Chinese business from the rest of the company. He believes satellite internet will be crucial for electric vehicles because they'll need huge amounts of data to function properly. In just a few years, AI usage is expected to outpace human usage by a massive 100 billion times. This means electric cars could drive themselves using satellite signals sooner rather than later, in as little as 2 years. Imagine being part of a team that blasts off into space to deliver internet and other cool services to people all around the world. That's what's happening with private companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin, leading the way in the space industry's rapid growth. More satellites are launching into orbit than ever before, and this has created a huge demand for reliable launch systems. Rocket Lab is one of these companies, but its latest earnings report shows it's facing some big challenges. Its revenue went up 24% last year, which sounds good, but its operating expenses increased by a whopping 34%. This means the company lost $43 million in just one quarter. Despite this setback, experts think Rocket Lab is on the right track because people really want its satellite launch services. Imagine being one of the lucky few to witness a total solar eclipse in Europe on August 12th. This rare event will cast a shadow over Greenland, Iceland, northeastern Portugal, and Spain. It's been 117 years since a total eclipse was visible from mainland Spain. The European Space Agency is broadcasting the event live from Spain so anyone can join in. They're also hosting an in-person event with free workshops and talks. People are excited to see the eclipse up close and learn about its significance. On August 12th, the moon will pass directly between the Earth and the Sun, blocking out most of the sunlight. The European Space Agency is ready for this once-in-a-lifetime experience.